First of all, extremely excited that we won the eKitabu award, the challenge. It means a lot to us. It's the first time, really, for us to be recognized as publishers. And it's really very inspirational to us because it shows that the idea is a good idea, that there is value in inclusive education, and that in fact we should really streamline the inclusivity so that we are also writing not just for those of us who are sighted, but also those of us who have disability in terms of sight, as well as other disabilities. I take inclusive education very seriously, not just because of our lens, you know, and also being trained as a teacher. I really do think that all publishers should mainstream inclusive education in the materials that we produce, and that we do need to invest in inclusivity in terms of the content, and even the language that we use as we develop that content, and to be sensitive to the needs of children with disability, whatever the disability might be, so that even the images that we present in our books dignify those children and present them not as people with a handicap, but people who live lives differently from us. And I think that we have this huge responsibility for inclusive education, not just for purposes of our Vision 2030 in the case of Kenya, not just because of Agenda 2063 for Africa, but also for the Sustainable Development Goals, for the eradication of poverty, for inclusive education, for gender equity, all these critical goals and targets that we have given ourselves can be achieved through inclusive education. And I think that children with disability are not just recipients of content, but they're actually also teachers. They can teach us on how we can actually generate materials for them. So research by publishers as we assemble our content, ensuring that we have a participation of not just children with disability, but also other people with disability, so that we are also learning how to anchor our messages and the content.
The Content Development Challenge is one of our programs in the eKitabu Programs Department that has run for the second year running. We involve publishers in creating accessible digital content, and also challenge them to be able to be inclusive in their process of digitizing the content for all learners. We received submissions from 7 publishing companies. Twaweza was one of them, and we received submissions for the different categories, which we had were English, there was Swahili, there was textbooks, and we had mother tongue and other languages. And from Twaweza, we luckily received a Agikuyu title, a French title, English and Swahili title.
We presented not just the works in English, but also works in African languages, which are so important for us, that our children also need to learn, our other languages at the ECD level and beyond. And therefore our, our Agikuyu publication, presenting that, again, very, very special for us. And also this book, which, I wrote, and which was inspired by the Mau forest and the animals coming together to protect the forests and the water catchment, the elephant and Sungura and the elephant. So we were challenged, we challenged ourselves, and we were challenged by the opportunity presented by eKitabu. And I think that it's also very important for publishers to support the work that eKitabu is doing, because you are opening up possibilities for us to be visible in the digital space, something that we cannot do ourselves. And I think that the challenge gave us this opportunity to be visible elsewhere, not just in the bookstores.
My name is Mercy Kirui. I'm Senior Manager of Content at eKitabu. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to say congratulations to Twaweza Communication.